The F-22 Raptor fighter jet, which is expected to be replaced by the Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) aircraft, has demonstrated its position as a key warplane in the United States Air Force (USAF) inventory. In a recent show of force and growing military integration, the Raptors participated in Australia's large military drill, Pitch Black 2024. The U.S. Air Force sent 6 F-22 Raptors from the 27th Fighter Squadron at Joint Base Langley Eustis, VA, to Tyndall last month, marking the first time the F-22A took part in this exercise. The USAF noted that the Raptors flew about 80 sorties throughout the drills while integrating with 19 other countries. The USAF maintains that the F-22A has a distinct advantage in any combat scenario due to its advanced stealth technology, remarkable maneuverability, and ability to supercruise. The service said in its official statement that its deployment in Exercise Pitch Black allows European and Pacific forces alike to experience firsthand the operational advantages it brings, fostering interoperability and enhancing collective defense strategies. The deployment is of considerable importance, as Australia could potentially support the United States in the event of an expanded Indo-Pacific conflict involving China. It has been widely understood that in case of a conflict between the U.S. and China over Taiwan, U.S. military bases in the Pacific, like Hawaii and Guam, could be used as launchpads for U.S. air operations. However, if the U.S. has access to the Darwin Air Base and Australia decides to assist the U.S., this Royal Australian Air Force, RAAF, base could be used by U.S. fighters and bombers for Indo-Pacific operations. Canberra, however, has not shown any interest in assisting the U.S. in a conflict with Beijing. Nonetheless, the first-ever deployment of the F-22 Raptor to the Australian military drills is noteworthy, occurring amidst ongoing debates about its future within the military. While the Raptors were initially slated to be retired and succeeded by the 6th-generation NGAD by the 2040s, the current uncertainty regarding the NGAD leaves the Raptors without a designated successor for the time being. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall announced on July 30 that the U.S. Air Force would pause the Next Generation Air Dominance program for several months to assess whether it is on the right course, with the fighter program meant to replace the F-22. General Kenneth S. Wilsbach, head of Air Combat Command, had said, "There isn't an F-22 replacement. The F-22 is a fantastic aircraft. We're actually planning several upgrades to the jet as we speak. And there is no official replacement to the F-22 right now." He explained, "There is no official F-22 replacement. There isn't. Because we haven't decided, we haven't done a source selection. On top of that, there is an increasing push to keep the older F-22 Raptors that the military has been planning to retire for some time. The USAF intends to retire 32 older Block 20 jets, as upgrading them is projected to cost millions of dollars, which the service believes could be better allocated elsewhere. Nevertheless, even the watchdog Government Accountability Office, GAO, has raised concerns about the possibility of decommissioning of these aging fifth-generation jets. Amid the chaotic uncertainty surrounding the NGAD and the challenges faced by the USAF in retiring the F-22 Raptors, these aircraft have emerged as the fighter of choice for forward deployment in tense areas, aimed at deterring adversaries of the United States as well as its allies. Raptors are everywhere, with tensions flaring between Iran and Israel in the wake of Ismail Haniyeh's assassination on Iranian soil. A USAF fighter squadron consisting of stealthy F-22 Raptors has reportedly been dispatched to Iran's doorstep along with other cutting-edge equipment. The deployment of USAF's premier fifth-generation aircraft comes even though the F-15E Strike Eagles, the F-16 Fighting Falcons, and the A-10 Warthogs are already deployed to the U.S. Central Command. While the F-22 Raptor has not been used in combat against Iran, its capabilities and prowess offer a strategic advantage to the U.S. military. The Raptor's stealth, speed, and advanced systems provide massive operational benefits, from securing air dominance to supporting broader military objectives in the hostile region. The Raptors were earlier deployed to the Middle East in June 2023 owing to concerns about unsafe and unprofessional behavior by Russian aircraft. At that time, CENTCOM Commander General Michael Eric Kurilla said, "Russian forces' unsafe and unprofessional behavior is not what we expect from a professional air force. Their regular violation of agreed-upon airspace deconfliction measures increases the risk of escalation or miscalculation." The U.S. has extensively deployed its Raptors to deter all its key adversaries. In addition to Russia, the Raptors were sent to challenge China earlier this year when they were deployed to Japan's Kadena Air Base as part of a rotation system adopted by U.S. forces in Japan. The deployment has since been touted as a U.S. attempt at stationing its fifth-generation stealth fighters closer to its primary adversaries' borders. The deployment of Raptors to Kadena is a strategic move in response to the increasing presence of Chinese J-20s. The move is aimed to ensure that the U.S. retains a technological and tactical advantage in the area. The USAF Raptors have also visited another country that remains embroiled in tension with China. In March last year, two U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptors landed at Clark Air Base in the Philippines amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. This was the first time that F-22s, or any fifth-generation aircraft, have landed on and operated out of the Philippines, said Captain Carl Schroeder, a Raptor pilot. The F-22 Raptors also roared over a key U.S. ally, South Korea. In May 2024, on May 16, in a significant display of military cooperation, a pair of U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptors engaged in a rare dogfighting exercise with South Korean F-35s over the Korean Peninsula. The F-22s belong to the 19th and 199th Fighter Squadrons, underscoring the strategic importance of the deployment. The Department of Defense stated, "The Raptors' visit to Korea demonstrates the capability of the U.S. Pacific Air Force to deploy power at various strategic points to strengthen command and control in the Indo-Pacific region." The 8th Fighter Wing at Kunsan Air Base in South Korea, which hosted the F-22s, highlighted that the Raptors would help test agile combat employment, ACE, capabilities in the Indo-Pacific region. ACE comprises small groups of airmen and aircraft operating from remote or challenging bases, facilitating quick movement and deployment. The U.S. Air Force has been intensifying ACE training, and the F-22s play a significant role in the strategy. Given these deployments worldwide, it is safe to say that the F-22 Raptors are the mainstay of the U.S. Air Force and are expected to remain so until a successor is identified and developed. For now, the Raptors continue to roar, secure, and deter.